Welcome back, Agile enthusiasts, to another exciting episode of Agile and Scrum. I'm your host, Dan Majkic, and together we're diving deep into the world of Scrum from an entirely new perspective. The purpose of Scrum is to generate and increase value for their customers, their stakeholders, and themselves. The Scrum Guide describes the core elements for solving complex and adaptive problems and how they work together. It helps us focus on solving our problems collaboratively and creatively. But I believe that the real purpose of Scrum is to deliver a potentially releasable increment of product at the end of each sprint. All the elements in Scrum Guide supports this. Let's talk about how Scrum works, the roles inside the Scrum divide, and share accountability for the people involved in the work. The Scrum artifacts create the minimum transparency needed to iteratively and incrementally deliver a releasable increment. And the Scrum events are opportunities to inspect and adapt according to the information collected in the Scrum artifacts and create valuable feedback. This process continuously improves the Scrum team flow of work. Scrum values are values that Scrum team members uphold. These values are the foundation of which the Scrum framework is built. For a project to reach their full potential, every team member must commit to upholding these values in the Scrum team charter. Now let's talk about when Scrum does not fit. You can follow the rules as described in the Scrum Guide. You can have a product owner, Scrum Master, developers. You can start a sprint and invite team and your stakeholders to Scrum events. You can set up a tool for product backlog and sprint backlog management and tell the Scrum team to get started. But if the why behind Scrum isn't understood properly, you have to understand that no real improvements will happen. What's even worse, your team members might even become irritated by Scrum as they don't see the point behind all these rules. Worst case, they get burned out by the stress that those new elements create compared to the old way of working, and they leave the team. The Scrum best practice. First, you should talk with your team members about their challenges and where their current way of working isn't helpful or need to be improved. You can then think about ways to overcome those limitations and explore how Scrum might help. Only then it makes sense to start introducing Scrum. If the why is understood, then your next step is to proceed by asking questions like, are we able to deliver a valuable and potentially releasable product increment each sprint? Or how can we improve our way of working together? This will increase team's motivation and lead to more happiness and a more humane workplace. And still be working according to the Scrum Guide. Not because Scrum Guide says so, but because it makes sense. If you are interested in becoming a Scrum Master or Product Owner with no previous experience, check the first link in the description. I believe that if you follow those steps, you will start your Scrum Master or Product Owner career in no time. Thank you for watching.